Hello guys, welcome to another video. This one is paper 1-2 of May-June 2020. So it just came out today. Let's go ahead and do this one. So question number 1, we have work out 0.05 times 0.3. So as always, we first ignore the decimal place and multiply 5 by 3. So 5 times 3 is 15, right? Now here we have one decimal place and here we have 1, 2. So in total we have 3 decimal places, so we count 1, 2, and 3. That will be your answer for part 1. 0.015. Now for part B, work out this. So here we have a mixed number, we have to expand this one first. So 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8, so 8 over 3 minus 1 over 5. Now you see that the base are different, so you have to find the LCM. So we can do 3 times 5, that will be 15, and then we cross multiply. So 8 times 5 will be 40 minus 3. That will be 37 over 15. Now you can rewrite this down as a mixed number. That will be 2, 7 over 15. So 2, 7 over 15. Now for question number 2, we have what? Write down the order of rotational symmetry of this shape. As you can see, we have 3 of this kind, 1, 2, 3, and 3 of this kind. So it has order of 3. Now part B, Samuel describes a special quad. It's a 4-sided shape. It has only one line of symmetry. Its diagonals crosses at right angles. Name the special. So it's pretty easy. Let's say you were to draw a, so from experience I know, so this is, you can only know this by experience. You have to do a lot of questions, you will realize that this shape is a kite. So the kite has only one line of symmetry, which is this, and then its diagonals cut at 90 degrees. So this one is a kite. Okay. Now let's move on to question number 3. Write these numbers in order of size, starting with the smallest to the largest. So let's see what do we have here. So we can first find the value of each of them. So 4 times 4 times 4, we know that 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So this one is 64. 9 times 9 is 81. And this one, from experience, you will know that it is actually. So we know till 12 pretty easy. 12 times 12 is 144. So 13 times 13, that will be 169. So obviously that will be the next one, which is 14 times 14. But if you don't know this, we can do this. We can find the factors of 196. Divide by 2, you will have 9. That will be 1, 8. Divide by 2, you will have 4 and 9. Divide by 7, that will be 7. So basically 196 is equal to 2 power 2 times 7 power 2. Right, from this. Now square root of 196, that will be square root of that will be 2 times 7, which is 14. So in this case, that will be 14. How about this one? We know that 125 is equal to 5 power 3. So cube root of this, that will be 5. So which one is the smallest? It will be this one. 125, and then we have 14, so that will be 196, and then we have 4 power 3 and 9 power 2. Moving on to question number 4, write this as a fraction in its lowest term. So 68% is just 68 over 100. We can divide by, we can try divide by 2, that will be 50. Divide by 2, that will be 3 here and 4. So we have, right now we have 34 over 50. Divide by 2 again, you have 25. That will be 17. So your answer is 17 over 25. Now part B, it says a bag contains red balls and blue balls. The balls are in the ratio of 3 to 5. Write down the fraction of the balls that are red. The red is 3, so you write 3 over the total number of balls will be 3 plus 5, that will be 8. So 3 over 8. Now part 5, by writing each number correct to 1 SF, estimate the value of this one. So here we have 3 numbers, this, this, and this. So first one, 2.78. At first we ignore the power, we write this one correct to 1 SF. So we leave the first one by itself. We ask if this number here, is it more or equal to 5? If the answer is yes, you have to add 1. That will be 3.00. And this one, 61.4. So same method. You should have 60.0. This one will be 0.893. So we don't count 0, so we leave this one by itself and we see if this one is more than 5. Yes, so we add 1 here. That will be 0.900. So now we replace this one back in the fraction. You will have 3 power 3 divided by 60 times 0.9. That will be 3 times 3 times 3 over 60 times 0.9. You can simplify. We know that 3 times 3 is 9. Let's say if you divide by 9, you will have 1. You will have 0.1. If you divide by 3, you will have 1. You will have 20. Now, if you put this, simplify, 1 times 1 is 1 over 20 times 0.1 is 2, which is half, which is 0.5, or half. Okay, that will be question number 5. Now, question number 6, we have this pie chart here. It says it shows information about the number of goals scored by each player in a football club. So this one is 90. What is this one remaining? So you have to be 360 minus 135. That will be what? So 310, 502 minus 90. That will be 5, and that will be 11, and minus 72. That will be 3 and 4. So 43 remains here. Now question part 1. Write down the model class. The model class has the most frequency. Basically the biggest angle. That will be 0 to 5 goals. Now for part B, it says 8 of the 10 players, 8 of the players scored 11 to 15 goals. So 11 to 15 is this, so basically that is 8 players. 72 degrees is 8 players. Work out the total number of players in the club. So pretty easy. So we say that 72 degrees is equal to 8 players. Now the total number is the pie chart, 360 degrees. That will be 8 divided by 72 times 360. Now we can divide by 6. You'll have 60. You will have 12. Divide by 3. You will have 2, 0. You will have 4, 1, 2. That will be 40. Answer is 40 players. Now for question number 7, factorize this one completely. So let's see what. In this case, we don't need to move much. We just need to factorize the 5 outside. So take out 5 here on this 2. So look at this 2 first. 15. You have 3a minus x. And then for this one, let's just take out y. Sorry, we have 2 and y common, so take out 2y. So plus 2y out, you will have minus x plus 3a. Now if you rearrange this, you will have 5, 3a minus x plus 2y, 3a minus x. So these two are the same, we can take it out. So 3a minus x, that will be 5 plus 2y. This will be 7. Now question number 8, the number of steps taken by 12 people to walk 100 meters were recorded. Okay, number of steps and to walk 100 meters. Alright, so the diagram shows the height of the people and the number of steps they took. Okay, so that's the diagram. So as you can see, what type of correlation? So as the height increase, the steps goes down, so it has a negative correlation. So draw a line of best fit. So you can draw a line and make it pass through many points as possible. So here we have, let's do it like this. So we have equal distribution of points on both sides. Okay, that's the line of best fit. That's my line of best fit for this diagram. So let's see what else can we do. Part C, the height of another person is 175. Use your line of best fit to estimate the number of steps they would take to walk this much. So pretty easy. So go to 175, which is in between 170 and 180, and then you have to cut the line and find the corresponding value. So for me it will be about this value here, which is 139. Sorry, 138. So for me it's 138 steps. Okay, so that will be question part C, and let's move on to question number 9. So let's see, what do we have here? So here we have two north lines from A and point B. We have a scale of 1 centimeter to 10 km. The scale drawing shows the positions of town A and town B. So part 1, find the actual distance from town A, from town B. So let's see, what is the distance from A to B? So if you connect them, let's see how far they are from each other. So for me, it shows to be 8.5. So 8.5 centimeters for me. The scale, we have to use this scale here. So 8.5 centimeter on the drawing. We know that 1 centimeter represents 10 km. So 8.5 will be times 10. That will be 85 km. Okay, now part B. Town C is on a bearing of 140 from A and a bearing of 235 from B. Mark the position of town C on the scale drawing. So pretty easy. We have to do measurements on A as 140 first. So 140 on this one will be what? If you go to point A, you do 140. So this is 130, 140 will be here. So it will be on this line. So let's leave it like that for now. We know it is in this direction for this bearing of 140. Now we have to continue this line, because as you can see here, has a bearing of 235 from B. So from the point B here, it has to be 235. So we know this is 180. So what is after 180? So 235 minus 180. That will be 5. That will be 1, 10, 5. So 55 after 180. So let's measure the angle of 55 after 180. So 55 from this point will be 55 is about here in this direction. So the point C will be the intersection of, so let's draw this direction, and then in this direction. So the point of intersection here will be your point C. Okay, and that is your question 9. That's it. Right. Let's move on to question 10. It says Bilal goes for a cycle ride. He starts at 3 p.m. He finishes at 5:38 p.m. He has a total of 25 minutes rest during the ride. Work out how long in hours he spent cycling. So let's first find the time he took to start and finish. So start at 5:38, starts at 3 p.m. That will be 38 and then 2. So now he cycles, he has a rest of 25, so minus 25, that will be 3, 1, and 2. So 2 hours and 30 minutes he spent cycling. Now part B, Sonia walks to her aunt's house. She leaves home at 10:25. She walks a total of 12 km at an average speed of 5 km per hour. Work out the time Sonia arrives at her aunt's place. So we know that speed is equal to distance divided by time. Now for you to find the time from this, time equal to distance by speed. So distance is 12 km, speed is 5. So divide by 5, that'll be 1, that will be 2, 0, so we have 2 remaining, that will be 4. So take her 2.4 hours. So 2 hours is 2, what is 0.4 hours? 0.4 hours is 0.4 times 60, that will be 0, 24, that will be 24 minutes. So basically it will take her 2 hours and 24 minutes. That's how long it will take her. So she leaves home at 10:25 and she will arrive at after 2 hours and 24 minutes. That will be 9, 4 and 12. At 12:49 you can write PM. That should be your answer. So for the time that she arrives. Okay. Now for question number 11, it says C equal to this fraction. Find the value of C when A equal to -4 and when B equal to 2. 7 minus -4, so that will be plus, that will be 11 over 2, which is 5.5. Now for point B, we have y equal to this equation. Find the value of y when x equal to -2. So 5 power -2 plus 1. So what is -2? So let's write this down here. 5 power -2 is 1 over 5, 2, which is 1 over 25. Now you can simplify this. You can times 4 here, times 4 up. So when you multiply by 4 on the base, you have to also do the same for the top. You will have 4 over 100, which is 0.04 plus 1, which is 1.04. So that's your value of y. That is question 11. Now question number 12, it seems to be a locus question in that case. So we have construct the locus of points inside the triangle ABC that are 5 centimeters from B. So pretty easy. First one, we have to measure 5 centimeters on my scale from the point B. So let's do that. So this is my measurement of 5 centimeters, and from the point B, it needs to be inside of the triangle. So go to your point B and draw the point inside of the triangle, as you can see here. Now part 2, equidistant from A and C. So A and C, this line, so we have to draw the perpendicular bisector of the line AC. So you go to your point A and then you draw an arc. So make sure it is more than halfway. So you draw go to point A, so draw an arc on this side and this side as well, on both sides, and then go to your point C with the same distance, intersect the first one and the second one. So as you can see here, we have 2 points of intersection, this point and this point. So you have to join those 2 lines to form the perpendicular bisector of this line AC, but you have to be inside of the triangle ABC. So make sure that it goes through properly. This should be 90 degrees. So now 1, 2 is done. Now for point B, shade the region inside the triangle ABC containing the points that are, part 1, less than 5 centimeters from B. So basically it needs to be inside of this circle on this arc. That's the first condition. It needs to be closer to A than to C. It needs to be on this side than this side. So your answer will be this one. It will be this region which is past this line and inside of this arc. That will be part B. Now let's move on to question 13. It says write down this as a product of its prime factors. Let's do that. So we know 108 divided by 2, that will be 54 divided by 2, that will be 27 divided by 3, that will be 9, 3, and 3. So basically 108, that will be 2 power 2 times 3 power 3. So you can write this down here, 2 power 2 times 3 power 3. Now part B, find the lowest common multiple of this number and this one. So what is the factors of 180? Divide by 2, you will have 90. Divide by 3, you will have 30. Divide by 3, you will have 10. Divide by 2, you will have 5. So basically 180 is equal to 2 power 2 times 3 power 2 and times 5. And 108, it is 2 power 2 times 3 power 3. So the LCM is basically trying to find which one has the most. So for these two numbers, what are the prime factors? So we know prime factors, we have 2 here, we have 3, and we have 5. So for the first one, where does it happen the most? So we can see it happens the same amount of time in both. So we'll take this times. And for this one, 3, where does it happen the most? It happens here. So we'll take this one. And then for this one, where does it happen the most? This, so we'll take this one. So this will be your LCM. That is 4 times 27 times 5. That will be 20 times 27, which is 540. That will be your LCM for those two numbers. Now question part 14. In 2017, the population of Egypt was this much. Write this population in standard form. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 9.75 times 10 power 7. So part B, the population density of a country is the number of people per square km. So per this, right? Now in 2017, the population of Indonesia was 2.62 times 10 power 8, correct to 3 SF. And the area of Indonesia, correct to 1 SF, is given by this. So density is equal to population over area. This is what it is. Now calculate an estimate for the population density for Indonesia. So that will be the population is this, divided by the area. So 2 times 10 power 6. So if you simply, so here we can just separate those two in two parts. Let's say I can just bring 2 zeros here. You will have 262 times 10 power 6 over 2 times 10 power 6. These two will go away. Divide by 2, you will have 1, 131. So your answer will be 131. Estimate will be 131 people per km square. That is part B. Now question number 15, we have this diagram. So it says the region that is shaded, let me find out where it is actually shaded, just give me one moment. That is question 15, let me verify. Okay, so according to the question, this part is shaded. Right. Now it says find these three inequalities. So pretty easy. We have this line. This is the line x equal to 5, and this line. This is the line y equal to 3. And what is this line? So let's find the equation of the line. So the first point is 0, 1, and we have 6, 7. So we have 2 points. Find the equation of this line. The first point is 0, 1, and we have 6, 7. So gradient will be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, that will be 6 over 6, which is 1. Now use 1 point, we have x, y, so y minus 1 over x minus 0, that will be 1 over 1. So x minus 1 equal to, sorry, y minus x, 1 will be equal to x, y will be x plus 1. So this one here will be the line y equal to x plus 1. So define the region. So the first one, it has to be less than this one, so less than 5. So x will be less than equal to 5. So it doesn't say inside or outside. We can just write either or, I think, in that case. And then this one needs to be above this line. That will be y more than 3. And the last one, it needs to be below this line. So it will be y less than x plus 1. Okay, that is question 15. Now let's move on to question 16. It says Q is a subset of P. So basically Q is inside of P. And then P does not intersect with R. So Q is inside of P. Q is a subset of P. And then P intersecting R is 0. So they do not intersect. So R will be right here. R will be your set R. Okay. Now 17. So here are the first 4 terms of a sequence, right? So T1, T2, T3, T4, they are given to you. So let's see what are the things that we can have here. So what is the main difference? So every time here, this one is increasing by, so 4 plus 8, that is plus 10, and that is plus 12. That's the first thing you see. And here you see for the first term it is 1 square, 2. Second term will be 2 square. But what happened to this number here? So here we have 3. So here we have what? Here we have 8. And here we have 13. Here we have 18. So every time it is increasing by same number, which is 5. So plus 5, and plus 5. So if you were to write T5, you will write T5 equal to, first one is 5 square, plus 5, so 18 plus 5 is equal to 23. That will be what? 25. So you just have to plus 14. That should be 48. That will be your line of T5. So now write one for Tn. So Tn will be what? So you will write Tn. So Tn will be the term square, n square, plus. So here we have a sequence here. So as you can see, that will be the sequence of its own. So here we have 3, 8, 13, 18. Difference here is 5, 5, 5. So you write down 5n, right? But we know that the first term here is 3. So T1 for this sequence, it is 3. If you were to replace 1 here, it is 5. So 3 and 5 are not the same, so it cannot be correct. So how can we change 5 to 3? You have to minus 2. So minus 2. So for this term here, it will be 5n minus 2. This will be your nth term. That will be 17. Let's move on to 18 now. So here we have a speed time graph for this car's journey. So part A, the deceleration of the car between t equal to this and t equal to this is equal to this. Find the value of v. V is here. So as you must know now, when you have a speed time graph, the deceleration or acceleration is equal to the gradient of the curve, of the triangle. So here we have a triangle. This is the height of the triangle, and this is the base of the triangle. It is right angle. So to find the deceleration, it has to be height by base. So height is what? We don't know, it is v. Base is this one, 200 minus 140. That should be 60 equal to 0.2. So v equal to 0.2 times 60. That will be 12. So value of v is 12. Now part B, the car travels a total of 1800 meters in the 200 seconds. Find the value of t. So value of t is this one. So we know that the area in the graph for this 200 seconds, it is equal to 1800 meters. So find the value of t. So how do you find area in the curve? So in this case, you observe it is a trapezium. So how do you find area of a trapezium? So this will be the two parallel distance. So this one is 200 and this one is what? This one is 140 minus t. And the height in between is v, which is equal to 12. The height is 12. So let's find the area of trapezium. So area of trapezium. So we know that distance traveled is equal to area on the graph. So distance traveled is 1800. Area in the graph is area of trapezium, which is half, times sum of parallel distance, which is this one and this one. So basically 200 plus 140 minus t, and times the height in between, which is this one, which is 12. So now we have to solve for this value. So first thing, we can multiply this by 2. We'll send this here. You will have 3600 equal to 12. Now we have 200 plus 140 minus t. We can divide by 12, you have 1. Divide by 12, you have 300. So now we can simplify here. So 200 plus 340, that will be what? That will be 340 minus t equal to 300. So t will be 340 minus 300, that will be 40. So value of t is equal to 40. That is your answer for part B. Now let's move on to question 19. So here we have two vectors p and q, as you can see. So p is equal to what? We have 1, 2, and 1. So p, 2, 1. And what is q? Q is just 1. 1, 2, 3. So it is 1 and then minus 3. Right. So vectors p and q are drawn on the grid. So find this one. So you have to draw it actually. Draw 3p. So 3p will be 3 times p will be, p is here. So that will be 3 times 2, 1. That will be 6, 3. So let's draw it. We can draw on this line too, but if you can draw anywhere else, so let's do that. So 6, 3 starts here. 1, 2, 3. Wait, p is this one. Mistake. P is this one. So 6, 3. So 1. So let's draw here. So 1, 2, 3. So it starts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So no distance. Let's go here. Let's go here. We have some space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you have to go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this going to this will be 3p. And then this one is q minus p. Q we know it is 1 minus 3. Minus p is 2, 1. That will be minus 1 and minus 4. So let's start here. Minus 1 will be this way. And minus 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will be the vector in this direction. That will be q minus p. Alright, so let's see what else do we have. Question 20 now. A plan of a house is drawn to a scale of 1 to 50. That's the plan. So on the plan, the floor area is 30 centimeters. Calculate the floor area of the real kitchen, giving your answer in square meters. So you have to know that the plan is given by 1 to 50. That is the normal scale. Now for area, as you know, area is centimeter square, right? You have to square both sides. 1 square to 50 square. That will be 1 to 50 square for the scale of their areas. Now we know that the floor plan is 30. Floor is what? Is 30. Find the real one. It has to be 50 square times 30 for the real one. That will be in centimeter square. Now we have to convert this to meter square. So what is the ratio of this to this? So as you should know, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Now 1 meter square has to be 100 square, which is 1000 so 10,000 centimeter square. So now if you want to convert this to this, you have to divide by 10,000. So this square times 30 divided by 10,000. So simplify, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 goes away. You will have 5 times 5 is 25 times 3 is 75. Divided by 10, that will be 7.5. 7.5 meter square for the real kitchen. Okay, let's move on to question 21. Simplify this one. So since the power is negative here, we can change this to positive. So we have to flip the inside upside down. That will be x 5 and 2x squared. That will be 3. Now we'll simplify. X squared becomes 3 here. That will become x 9, and 2 power 3 will be 8. So 1, 8, x 9 will be your answer. Now for part 22, we have f of x equal to this and g of x equal to this. Find f inverse. So pretty easy. We first let y equal to f of x, which is 12 minus 4x. Right. Now we have to make x the subject of formula. So we send x over here, we send y over here. You have 12 minus y. Now x becomes 12 minus y divided by 4. So in that case, we have to find f of x inverse in terms of x. This is, we change the y to x. That will be inverse of f. Now for part B, solve this one. G of x equal to 5, 3 minus 2 divided by x equal to 6. 6 is 6 over 1. So we cross multiply. You will have 15x minus 10 equal to 6x. Now we send x over here. You will have 9x equal to 10. So x will be 10 over 9. That will be your answer for this one. 10 over 9, or you can simplify to 1 over 9 if you want to. That will be part B. Okay, let's move on to question number 23 now. Expressed as a single fraction in its simplest form. So here we have these two fractions. So as you can see, the base are different, so we can multiply them by each other. So we have this times this times this times this. Then we cross multiply. You will have 5x plus 4 minus 3, 2x minus 1. Now we can expand. You will have 5x plus 20 minus 6x plus 3 divided by, so we can let this be the same. We don't have to expand this one. So let's see, simplify. So 5x minus 6, you have minus x. 20 plus 3, that will be 23 over this one, which is 2x minus 1 and x plus 4. Okay, that will be your answer. Now for part 24, let's see what we have here. It says the point P is given by h7. P lies on this line. Find the value of h. So pretty easy. We have h and 7. This is your x and y coordinates. So we have this line, so it means that 3y is 7 plus 2h must equal to 5. So 2h will be 5 minus 21. So 3 times 7 is 21. So what is 5 minus 21? So you can do 1 minus 5, that will be 1. 10, 6, 1. So minus 16. H will be minus 8. That's the value of h. So the point P is given by minus 8, 7. Now, part B, we have the line L is perpendicular to the line this and passes through P. Find the equation of the line L. So to find the equation of a line, we first have to find its gradient. So we know it is perpendicular to this line, so let's express this as in terms of y equal to mx plus c to find the gradient. So 3y plus 2x equal to 5, so 3y is equal to minus 2x plus 5, and y is equal to minus 2 over 3 plus 5 over 3. It is in this form now. So the gradient of this line is equal to this one. And what is the gradient of the line L? Since it is perpendicular, it will be negative. The reciprocal, that will be 3 minus 2. That is 3 over 2. That will be the gradient of the line L. So now let's find the equation. You know it passes to the point P. So P will be minus 8, 7. This is x and y. So x minus 7 over, y minus 7 over x minus 8 minus 9 will be plus 8 equal to 3 over 2. Now we cross multiply. Let's continue here. You'll have 2y minus 14 equal to 3x plus 24. That will be 2y equal to 3x plus 24 plus 14. So 2y equal to 3x plus 38. So this will be the equation of the line L. So 2y, 3x plus 38. So let's move on to the last question now, question number 25. So we have a matrix A equal to this, evaluate 2a minus this. So what is 2a? So you bring the 2 inside, you have 4, 0, minus 6, minus 2. Minus the rest, which is minus 5, 4, 0, 3. So simplify. 4 minus minus 5, that will be 9. 0 minus 4 is minus 4. Minus 6 minus 0 is minus 6. Minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5. That will be your answer. Now for point B, find the magnitude of the matrix A. So how do you find this? So you should know that you need to find the sorry. So this one is just the formula here. Sorry, my pen just fell down. So this it just means that when you have a modulus sign, it actually just means the determinant of A. So how would you find this? Pretty easy. As we know, we have to cross multiply. So basically, minus 1 times 2 minus 3 times 0. That will be what? Minus 2 minus 0, which is minus 2, which is your answer here. Now for point C, find the inverse of A. So we need to find the adjoint matrix of A to find the inverse. That will be, so we know A is 2 minus 3, 0 minus 1. So as you guys must know by now, you have to exchange position with those two. This becomes this, and the sign of those two. So from this, A inverse will be 1 over determinant, which will be this, times minus 1, 3, 0, 2. Now for point D is have, find the matrix X, where X times A equal to this. So you know A is given by what? By 2 minus 3, 0 minus 1. And X, it needs to be something in this form, in this form, because it is rows by column for you to get something like this. So find the value of X. So if you expand, you will have 2a minus 3b equal to 4. That's your first equation. And then you will have minus b equal to minus 2, which is b equal to 2. So basically from this, going back to here, we have 2a minus 3 times 2 equal to 4. So 2a equal to 4 plus 6, which is 10. And a will be 5. So x will be equal to 5 and 2. So that is the last question of this paper. I hope that was somewhat helpful. And thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.